Dire team pick.
I want to say follow-up initiation. Faceless Void is always going to be an issue, but I mean, it's the best you can kind of get, and I'm not sure what I like here. I don't know too much about MVP Phoenix, so I don't know what they really like to play in their off lane. But still, I want to say this Timbersaw would be great, and oh my goodness, it's going to be a Magnus, so Aggro Try is going to be coming out.
Yeah. Okay, that's totally understandable that Phoenix picked this up as their last hero. It's just such good synergy with Ember Spirit. It pretty much gives you an extra Battle Fury whenever you put Empower on him. Oh, even more than, it's like a Battle Fury and a half with the level 4 Empower. So Phoenix looked to really be able to fight in the late game, and with the Magnus Ember Spirit combination, with Mirana helping out as well, the good disables, they certainly will have a lot of power in, I feel, almost every stage of the game. So I'm really liking their lineup, but RRQ definitely have a lot of very strong lockdown heroes. Late game, they have a lot of potential with both the Doom and the Faceless Void. You know, they have the best initiator in the world with the Bat Rider. So all they need really to finish up their lineup is to get that final support hero.
Yeah, I personally would like to see some super disruptive stuff. Maybe a Shadow Demon, maybe even a Disruptor. Especially up against the Magnus. If you have quick fingers and you see a Magnus just initiating, you can just glimpse him back and suddenly, well, there might be an AP, but there is no Magnus to follow up. But yeah, that's something crazy to happen, and maybe just go safe and play it with a SD. But then you're facing, I mean, they know there's going to be an aggro try. MVP, they have their hands on the deck, the cards on the table. This is the other way around, would have been the German saying. And yeah, certainly. What do you pick up here? Do you just go like CM in order to have a shot at this giant scenario?
Yeah, I think they just need to pick up a solid support that has a good disable to help them out. Really would be useful for them. The CM would, the R would be really nice for Doom as well, I think. Even Faceless Void could benefit a little bit from that, I suppose, if he's out Chronosphearing a lot of people over and over. But it will be an Earthshaker.
Oh, there's a lot.
Me too. It's good. A nice stunner. It'll be really good against big AoE packs. That's not to say that Phoenix will really be throwing out too many illusions or Necronomicon minions throughout this game, but maybe in the later stages it could end up being quite useful with the Echo Slam. But I really do like it being paired with the Ancient Apparition. That's a lot of just straight up right-click damage that they'll be able to have if they throw down the Chilling Touch and an Enchant Totem along with the face or the Doom.
Alright, so what I like about this sort of decision, they know they can't contest this aggro try, so you can't just have Koala farming. There's no way Doom can pick any sort of CS up. It's alright, but they are going to be heading down for the super aggro play, because even if you pick up another 600 range support, you can't out-harass those guys. There's just no way, not against triple range. So I actually like this. It means you can go for some sort of kills, but it's going to be very, very risky. You have to pull it off perfectly, and well, I'm going to be going and introducing the players. On the side of RRQ, we have them on the Radiant. We have Koala, the man himself, up on the Faceless Void, going to be farming up in the Tri lane. Boo Boo on the Ancient Apparition. Jenna on his kind of signature Earthshaker. Don 1 on the Doom, and oh, hold their thought, Heen. Are they going to be finding anyone? Oh, that was close, man. That was damn close. And oh, maybe they just want to plant a ward. Yeah,
maybe
looks like.
Void's, he's hiding. Does not want to get caught out, but Earthshaker.
Well, no, it's gonna be fine.
30 seconds to battle.
Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna be fine. Alright, so top lane, it's gonna be Nefari on the Batrider. All of them changed the name, but we're gonna keep it at that.
Look at him, man. He is diving hard. And he throws down the Nightmare. But oh, look at that hit stolen by Boo Boo. So I believe Void just narrowly dodges the arrow. That was crazy good reaction from RRQ. I like it.
Okay. Damn good stuff.
Yeah. Oh, did you already introduce all of our RQ?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. Alright.
That's alright.
Well, before any more action happens, I'll go ahead and introduce MVP. Over hailing from Korea, this is the Phoenix squad. We have March playing on Mirana. It'll be a hard carry Mirana, defensive tri-laning it up with Heen on the Bane.
Goodness. No haste.
Nice little deny. We also have Ryzen as the Jakiro, the second support. And moving over to the mid lane, QO will be playing on the Magnus, and it's a 1v1 matchup with Ember Spirit in the top lane. Forev will be handling that hero. Something to note, Forev is generally the Ember Spirit player for MVP, so they pick up that hero. Most of the time they do the draft where he ends up getting a lane that he can play on, but no, bottom. There's a stun already on Jakiro, and will they be able to finish him off? I don't think so. Looks like Keen was able to stall a little bit. The arrow connects with Ancient Apparition, but no deaths on either side.
Yeah, and this is certainly a line I'm looking forward to see the most kills here because, I mean, we talked about it during the draft, and you just don't have any sort of, I want to say, chance if you go up in a last hit battle or in a harass battle. You need to go for it. And the good thing here is March is going to be having a lead very, very soon. He doesn't have it quite yet, but this is going to be coming out eventually. And then it's going to be very hard to kill the Mirana. And everyone else is going to be standing behind. And maybe you're going to see some sort of top lane. Oh, that's a big one. 5 stacks. Oh my goodness, 6 stacks now. Look at him dropping. This is too much damage. 7 stacks. One more right click is all they need. And that's the first blood. And this is reminding me so much of the last game.
Yeah, where Phoenix just kind of gives up a few kills early on, and they managed to come back, but still, it's not the best lane for the Ember Spirit early on. I guess if you get an early kill, then it's great, but unfortunately went the other way around. I saw 4 stacks on him, and I thought he was backing away, so he'd be a-okay, but I guess that wasn't the case. Maybe he got back in range a little bit too fast, and saw Bat Rider get an extra sticky napalm on him. So a little bit of a misstep from MVP, I feel, and we'll see how that kind of shapes up the game stages.
Oh, maybe some initiation bottom lane. That's a nice fissure up onto Ryzen. Oh my goodness, what a play coming out, and suddenly it's a 2-for-0. What a wonderful fissure. Perfect play here from Janna. And man, I wasn't sure about this tri lane, and if you lose your aggro try, you're gonna be in a world of hurt. This is so much of a commitment here, bottom lane.
Yeah.
Do you think they should break it up here?
I don't know, man. Yeah, they do need to win this tri lane, though. It just will not work. We are seeing Ryzen. He's not even heading back to that bottom lane. He may just want to go up and help Forev. They could just do 2 and 2. They do need to get some farm on Forev as well. He does have 10 last hits, but still already Bat Rider up to 15, starting to kind of outwin him as far as last hits go. So yeah, maybe some rotations will do good for MVP, and it is important for them to at least you know, win one of their lanes.
Yeah, definitely. Although so far I want to say QO is doing quite a job in the mid lane. Against the Doom, you're not really supposed to just try out to win your lane. I mean, you're just using your Shockwave anyways to last hit. So I think he's doing quite a job here, but it just doesn't feel enough considering how crazy those other lanes are being just pummeled down by RRQ. It's just no other word. And so far top lane, that's a nice ice pot, but can they really follow up? It doesn't look like it. There's no Slayer Fist up yet, I think. No, it's not. Alright.
Nope.
Ooh, that's hard, man. That's really hard.
Yeah, I don't really see them taking out Bat Rider. It's just, he's too durable, and he has the Fire Flight as well to help him out in sticky situations. So that should be okay. And MVP, they could be rotating towards the mid lane. Keen's, I think, just waiting for the 4-minute rune. And, wow. Bat Rider is actually pretty darn low in health.
Yep, and at the same time, bottom lane, March. Does he have a leap? Yes, he does, so he's gonna be A-okay here. That's a nice vision. Maybe they do have the deep spring down. Why don't you leap, March, man? Yeah, this is okay, so this is super smart. He just waited for the cold feed and a bit of value being created here on the mana side. But at the same time, this is a 2-1-2, which is not going to be working out too nicely for the bottom lane at all. Koala is going to be getting his farm up, and even though he got aggro tried, he's on 16 for 4, up against Mirana's 14 for 4, so I'm surprised. And the Bat Rider, well, he's just going to be heading back to the top lane here, it looks like, and I don't think they can kill him, not with no points up in the Slayer Fist.
No, especially without Fire Remnant as well. Maybe there'll be a little bit of kill potential when that's online. And let's not forget, Bat Rider's picked up his Tranquil Boots, so he just has a lot of sustainability as far as the lane is concerned. So I think he'll be a-okay. He even has a bottle, so I'm not too concerned about this Bat Rider.
Oh, what a nice go in the mid lane, though. This could be the one nice kill. No, the magic blow. Kyo. Shockwave in 2 seconds. So just can't go for it.
Oh, there's a net though, a bit of a turnaround. Oh man, that Doom, he used his wand, and he had Scorched Earth. If he didn't have that kind of regeneration, it would have most certainly been a death.
Yeah, excellent play by Don 1, and he usually doesn't play too much of a mid role. Usually he's the offlane player, and here we have your Doom ready to go and just popping down Kyo here. And he's gonna take out, there's nothing they can do, he's gonna be dead, and meanwhile top lane, there's another sort of initiation up onto 4F, but well-timed chain's gonna be stopping any sort of kill here happening once again by the Batrider, so... Oh man, I'm really surprised how well the early game is going, but once again, MVP, they had the same issues in the last game and still just rallied back big time.
Yeah, I feel though the difference is, so hold on a second, March is trying to focus down Boo Boo, but I don't see that happening with the Chilling Touch, with Earthshaker nearby. That's just a little bit too aggressive, too cheeky for March, but he does grab the illusion room from the bottom lane, so not giving that up to RRQ at least. Yeah, quite, I guess, odd turn of events, but top lane. Ooh. For him, he has remnants. He sends one away just to be safe. The Batrider actually up to 5 stacks now. Borg is actually in a lot of trouble, and look at that! There's a lasso! 6 now, and...
Oh my goodness, so much damage.
Wow, Firefly finished the job. Ryzen's coming in, and with the cooldown on Firefly, I think Ryzen may actually just get a solo kill, unless we can see it denied to the creeps, but no, the creeps are not there. He's
out.
throwing the Ice Bat though, hits him, and he naps the kill with that.
Yeah, and in the mid lane there was actually an RP used by QO. And he was trying for the skewer back, like RP into skewer back in the tower range, and it just didn't work. He was like right on this ledge here, and he just couldn't get him up here, so that was really damn close once again. But I have to hand it to MVP for trying some crazy stuff here. On the Bane, he's got 2 levels up in the Enfeeble. So Koala, he's got minus 60 damage. He's trying to last it with 20 damage. This is just not happening. Not at all. He's getting some nice levels and all. Game is going to be hard met for him, and there has to be some sort of rotations coming down, because if this Bane stays bottom lane, it just doesn't work. It just does not work.
It doesn't.
Well, top lane though.
Yeah.
Maybe this will work. Nah, doesn't look like it. Is there a lesser up? No. 26 full alive.
And mid lane as well, there's a little bit of action happening. They tried to take down Kyo, but he was a-okay. Yeah, it's actually kind of hard to watch these lane spin, because it seems like every lane there's a little bit of kill potential either way, and just trying to keep an eye on where all the potential action can happen. But finally, the first tier 1 tower falls, goes to MVP in the top lane, and of course that's thanks to Liquid Fire, which we already have 3 points in, coming in from Jakira the Two-Headed Dragon.
Yeah, I mean, whenever I see MVP, I always see... I mean, most of the time I see Jakira as well as, of course,
Liquid bottom lane. Oh, the arrow! It connects with Ancient Apparition. We can see a leap from March, but look at that! An amazing fissure!
Well played.
I don't think it's enough, though. QR skewers to the top. Mirana leaps up as well, so... There's a death on the Ancient Apparition. 4-2, MVP. They gave up a few early kills.
Actually not stopping. 4F on the top lane is kind of getting out harassed here once again by the Batrider, who's having an excellent time here. And I mean, let's face it, the Batrider could have went to the jungle very early on, but he just didn't care, because he had a nice lane there. He died once, but he picked up 2 kills. So he's going to be completely fine to just shut down this Imbus Brood. And so far, Imbus Brood is actually doing a damn good job just getting a lot of CS to his name, but he died twice.
Yeah.
So that's really damn unfortunate.
Is unfortunate. He at least just picked up his arcane boots so far, though, so he has that going for him. Really not too much support going his way, and March is gonna get caught inside the Chronosphere at the bottom lane. There's the Chilling Touch as well. Can he leap out? No. The fissure to finish the job.
That time lock, man.
And Ancient
There was a very well-timed time lock.
It was.
So much damage.
They were waiting as well for him. They were in the perfect position. I mean, there's a ward as well from them to kind of help them out and keep an eye out for things. But now, Ryzen has rotated towards the middle lane. Actually gets Doom inside the ice path, but it'll be okay.
Top lane maybe. Yeah, definitely. They need to find this kill here. That's a nice shot. Oh my goodness, nice arrow as well. But in the meantime, Kyo's picking up another kill. And maybe March is gonna get turned around. Does he have a leap? No, he doesn't. He used it in order to leap forward, and I think he's dead, man. Yeah, he is. Oh my goodness.
Gone.
So
wow. This Batrider is doing work.
This is costly.
Batrider just picked up his Blink Dagger, basically. He's at 2,100 gold.
That's really big. This is damn crazy. This is a 10-minute blink, considering he was offlane and not rotating too much and getting a few kills here and there, but it's another kill. So MVP, they're playing this Jakiri out very well, always rotating, and this is Actually a treat to watch, I have to say.
Yeah, the Jakiro is actually up to level 8 as well, so he's been doing really good as far as levels in support go. Bane's level 5, so not as high, I guess you can say. Kuro picked up an invisibility rune, and he's heading towards the bottom lane, so with Chronosphere on cooldown, we could have a death. No, he misses the skewer! Oh my gosh, no, Kuro, what are you doing, man? That was not what was supposed to happen.
It was costly, man. There's 4 people bottom lane, and this could have been a very easy ice pass as well as an arrow follow-up. And sure, this would have been a kill. But at the end of time, well, Koala is still just farming up, and he is running for the Maelstrom, which is rather surprising. I really like to see those Evidence Scepter builds up on the Faceless Void, which means you can just fight. Like, fight day and night, and I don't know. But Boo is gonna be getting some counter warding going on here, and this is a freshly placed one, so it's kind of costing me, but at the same time, Forev is good pushing it up in the top lane.
He is, despite the deaths. Look at how many last hits he has, up to 69. 11.5 minutes into the game. Considering the 2 deaths he had, that's really impressive. Compared to the 46 from Void, he did have the Bane kind of harassing him a lot throughout the lane, so that's understandable that he doesn't have as many last hits. Yeah, he is going for the Maelstrom first, I suppose. I personally like that a little bit over the Scepter as a first item, unless you're playing more of an offlane Void, but that's, I guess, more of my preference than anything.
I mean, I can get behind this considering they don't have anything to stop him right now. Even if they have someone rotating in, there is no blink deck up yet, so you might as well just go for it and just farm up everything you want. If you have the Maelstrom, you can just go in the jungle, farm. A little bit of regen is kind of all he needs. I mean, come on, it's not too much, and maybe even a like casual Morbid Mask is all he kind of needs. But so far, well, we're just seeing a laning farming Void, and question is, MVP, are they going to be making some rotations bottom lane? Because it just looks like they want to kill the Void, but they just can't.
Yeah, I don't really see it happening unless they get the perfect initiation. I mean, maybe Moonlight Shadow can make something work, but they don't have a point in that yet. Verana's still actually level 5 compared to level 8 of Jakiro.
Oh my goodness, this hurts.
It does.
She's got no farm at all.
30 last hits, not looking good. But still, they have Forev, who, well, is pretty much going to be their position 1 this game, especially with the Magnus backing him up in the later stages with the power. Speaking of Magnus and QO, he has grabbed the Blink Dagger, so that'll be nice for the next game. Alright, well, there's the lasso onto Forev, and with Earthshaker nearby as well to get the Fissure. No, the Fissure misses! And now we have some rotation for MVP. Not inside the Ice Path, but the Fiend Script will keep him in place. Earthshaker falls. And MVP picking up another kill. It's now 4-6. They're still behind, but showing signs of, crawling back into this game and doing quite good.
Oh, the arrow. Arrow kind of missing on the bottom lane, and, well, if you just lost your Earthshaker for nothing, literally, it's not great, but at the same time, he didn't use his ult. So, it is kind of okay, still. Of course, you don't want to lose him, but there was a nice rotations coming up to the top lane, and there was someone waiting, so... kind of a trap being laid out here by MVP, and yeah, sure enough, RRQ kind of fell for it, but it didn't cost him too much. It's nice, but that's all. And at the same time, Void was still farming bottom lane. Now heading for his treads, that's a very smart pickup. A little bit of more attack speed just is never wrong on a Void, considering how well his time lock actually scales, especially in his Chronosphere. If he gets like one time lock, he can kill pretty much anyone on the team of MVP. It's just so damn good.
Yeah, indeed it is. And yeah, he'll really start to be picking up that extra attack speed now. The Maelstrom and the boots, like you mentioned. Still, he's still, I think, a ways away from really being a humongous threat to MVP. It will happen, especially if he gets a really good Chronosphere, but for now, I really do like MVP's fighting power if they had a full-on engagement.
I mean, their 5 minutes crazy. If they have RP as well as Jakiro, Ultimate, Ice Path, Ember Spirit, who's now of course heading for his, I mean, what a shocker, come on, this is gonna be of course a clean action, and yeah, this is just too much. Now the question is, are they really gonna be getting those like 3-man ultimates from the Magnus, because I'm not sure, like, the Ancient Apparition is going to be staying out of the fights. Same story for the Betra. Then you have a Doom who is, of course, going to be in those fights. Oh, well, hold that thought.
Okay, here we go. It's going to happen. QO, he gets a 3-man RP, as well as the Shockwave, and skewers him back as well into the Ice Path, and comes Ember Spirit as well. But look at that, the Chronosphere! Well, the Sequala go in there, he takes down Borev, and not able to get Keen. He backs off for the time being, faces 40 now. One second, we got a lasso somewhere. It's just absolute chaos everywhere. Keen tries to keep himself alive a little bit longer. The brain sap, but down he falls. And so far, 3-for-3 trade on both heads. Jesus, can they get QO? Ice Path down, it just narrowly misses the Void. And he will back off, I think, for the time being. Has Time Walk available. Oh, look at that, though. Bad Rider. He was able to get a final kill. Skewer, though, he gets hit. And QO the final hit. Holy crap, what an engagement.
That was damn crazy, and this Cronus was just doing some amazing work, and sure enough, Koala, of course, precision bash on the time lock. He just one-shot the Ember Spirit, who was kind of low HP anyways, but yeah, still, like, he was just getting at him, ultimate out, and suddenly, people dying, left, right, and center. That was a great engagement from RRQ. This is exactly what they needed, and also, oh my goodness, March, there's gonna be an AA ultimate, maybe they just gotta go for it. Yeah, they do, but oh, a bit too early.
Oh, man.
Really wanted a skill, but they got the Tau for it. It's fine. It's fine. And the gold graph is quite the roller coaster.
Oh, it certainly is. Almost hitting back the dead even. About 750 into MVP's favor. And experience is about 1,000 ahead for RRQ, so still a very, very close game back and forth. And I think from that fight we could just tell, you know, how crazy and volatile things can be in these team fights. It really can go either way. It'll just come down to, you know, what team gets that better engagement. You know, who has the better position.
Tower is under attack.
Oh, that's quite the stack here. This could be big. Is there a Battle Fury up already? No, there is not.
Very, very close. He'll have it in a second.
Yeah, still. Although I want to say I don't agree with the Arcane Boots. I just don't. I think if you go face drums, considering... Okay, so let me rephrase this.
He's getting lassoed into the Ancient Apparition Blast, but it misses. And then QO uses his ultimate as Skewer buying a little bit more time. Look at that Chronosphere! To keep Faceless Void alive, he's forced the run away. So QO, it looks like they had a 2-man gank on him. They used the Chronosphere and lasso, and he still survives. But as well, everyone on RQQ will live. In addition to that.
Yeah, the only casualty is a Mass of Madness recipe up in the career. Which is not perfect, but at the same time, you don't really need it too much in order to farm up the jungle. It's gonna be alright anyways. Yeah, so, I don't know. Still, the point I was trying to make, for F, he knows his team is not doing hot at all, especially not the Mirana, who is your secondary carry. I mean, pretty much, not the 2 position from a laning point of view, but the 2 position from a farming point, and she's not doing great at all. Yeah. She's now catching up kind of. March is doing an excellent job at trying to just do something, just to, you know, rotate and do stuff around the map, but I much rather would have seen the phase jumps because you can actually just fight with it, and the damage is just not there yet. Now it is. Now we have the Battle Fury up, but we're 80 minutes in, and I just don't know. I don't like it.
Well, normally you don't really get the mana boots on him, but I can understand why he wants to pick them up because you're not getting the bottle generally if you go safe lane Ember Spirit. I guess you can occasionally, but it's just not a common item on him, and you still do kind of need mana for your spells in the earlier stages of the game before those get like 2 Battle Furies, I guess. 1 helps, but I think 2 is that magic number. So I understand from that point of view, and also Borev, when he plays Ember Spirit in this role, he sits back and he just farms a lot. That's kind of his goal. So he just puts more of the emphasis on that. But mid lane, very nice Skewer. Finally, you get one from Hero. Out comes the AA Blast, but it's going to hit March, who's doomed as well. And the Fisher to finish him off. They're diving pretty darn hard, and Ember Spirit doing a good amount of damage with the Sleight of Fist. RRQ, they looking to back off. Still though, a very nice Sleight of Fist chains. The Earthshaker will get caught under the Ice Path as well. And Chronosphere buying some time for him. In a lot of trouble. The Ember Spirit falls, but so does the Earthshaker. Still not the best trade for MVP, losing 2 of their carries. And the fight shall continue. Acroprior under the ice wall, ice path. And they don't really get anything else out of that.
Yeah, that was, I want to say, surprising. I would have went ahead and said RQ should have this team fight, but in the end, I mean, Koala picked up a kill. and that's crucial for them. At the same time, though, Magnus was also just doing some crazy work, so yeah, I don't know who came out on top, but all in all, it was a good fight for actually either team, and which means Kyo is going to be looking at a BKB rather soon-ish, which I really like. At the same time, though, Faceless Void is going to be picking up also an Ogre Club, so this also could be a BKB, which would be a good idea, considering he still has a Master of Madness recipe in the courier, which means he's going to be taking a lot more damage. And yeah, I think this is going to be a really good call here.
I have to agree. BKB will just be very useful. He can use his Chronosphere and he doesn't really have to worry about anyone else getting in the way. Especially like the Bane. I guess the Fiend Script will go through the BKB, but it'll stop pretty much anything else that could inhibit him from doing the work that he needs to do inside that Chronosphere. As well as just, you know, the extra survivability it provides mid lane. Heen gets hit by a level depth, but instantly turns it around with a knife.
Oh, you wanted to go for it. You could see the Doom animation when he was cancelling it. Like, not worth it for a Bane at this point.
Yeah.
And I actually agree, like, it just feels like every freaking time we see those teams going at each other, whenever anyone shows their face on a lane, like, fight. Just straight out. So yeah, I totally agree. And so some more items actually coming out. So the mechanism was complete, as well as some drums up on the Doom. So Doom is going to be heading for the sort of mid-game oriented Doom. The Ancient Apparition, of course, playing the support role, so not too much coming up. The Earthshaker, sadly, Jin is not going to be finding too much right now, and he's got his Arcane Boots, but no Blink Dagger, and this is really an issue.
Well, he hasn't done well. He's 0-3, has some assists, but yeah, that lack of Blink Dagger will certainly hurt him. Bat Rider, though, we can see he's doing just fine. He has a lot of the initiation power that RRQ does need in the earlier stages. So it was A-okay on that. I also want to mention that Mirana picked up a 20-minute Hand of Midas. And I can understand why he's doing this. He wants the extra experience from the Midas, not the gold. He's not worried about the gold as much. Obviously he wants it, but the Mirana's level 9. She needs the catch up.
Definitely. Yeah, it's pretty much the definition of a catch-up Midas. You're behind and you need to get stuff done, and this could be we're not sure if they use, but they do have a do-up onto 4F. They know it's hard and they know it's go time. A nice RP catching only the Bat Rider though. They have to bring him down, they have to bring him down quick. Oh my goodness, what a Chronosphere! And the ultimate from the A comes crashing through. It's a 3-man down, 4-man down. Oh my goodness, everyone is still alive on the side of Archeon, and sure enough, 4F just gets the hell out of there, and oh my goodness, what a fight! What an amazing Chronosphere from the Faceless Void. Corner, big plays coming out from him when it matters most.
Yeah, the Chronosphere and the AA follow-up, they got everything that they needed in that team fight. So, if basically like RRQ, if they can do that, they basically just win the game. MVP have a really solid lineup, but I mean, what do you do when you get 4 of your members caught in the Chronosphere? There's really not much that can be done.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what can you do when there is an AI plus as well, just helping out so much? It is only quote-unquote a level 9 Ancient Apparition, so only a level 1 Ice Plus, but who cares? At this point in time, when you just kill anyone in the Chronosphere anyways, it's completely fine. This additional damage on the set is just so damn nice, and yeah, I want to say, so far, this teamfight is was just perfect. And I mean, MVP, they're still completely in it, don't get me wrong, because whenever there's a teamfight which is not as crazy good for RQ as it was, like this last one, they can certainly just do a lot of damage, and yeah, sure enough, you mentioned this on 4F, he's gonna be heading down for another Battle Fury.
Yeah. I think that MVP, if they basically don't get like more than 2 members caught in the Chronosphere, they'll be okay in these teamfights, especially if 4F is the one that can do the damage from behind. I think it's really going to just come down to him. If he can stay alive in the fights and just sleight of fist, not get caught out or disabled or stunned, then Phoenix should be A-okay. That being said, it's still, I feel, it's a while away before MVP really are at the stage where they want to be looking for fights. They need to get a lot more farm on this Ember Spirit.
Yeah, definitely. Well. Also, when you're looking at Heen right now, do you like to see a Blink Dagger, or do you go for some other items, maybe BKB, maybe some utility items? What is your take on the meta there?
For the Bane, well, he's still pretty poor. I don't think we really have too much force stats, if any, on MVP, so I'd be okay with the force stat pickup even on him. But the Blink Dagger would be good. We do have some potential initiation from MVP. They're Moonlight Shadowed, and very smartly RRQ, they all decided to back away.
Yeah, they're not getting caught at all. And I think they saw it. It was like a very nice Batrider just scouting things out. He was just straight over the ledge here, just going in. And he had a good view of everyone, and of course the Moonlight Shadows as well. So, more time for Koala, and you know what? Nope, Gabby. It is gonna be either a casual point booster or a casual Ogre Club into, of course, Agnum Scepter.
There it is.
And damn, it's gonna be
Agnums.
big. That's gonna be so good.
Oh, he's 5-0, so I guess I can understand why Faceless Void is saying, you know what? It's Agnum's time. And in less than 100 gold to pick that up.
Radiant's
Very
bottom
nice.
tower is under attack.
I also want to note out that RRQ, the Earthshaker, is still a little bit of ways from his Blink Dagger. He's getting a lot closer with him
Oh,
getting
yeah.
one, and with Doom picking up a Blink Dagger recently, and the Batrider having a Blink Dagger. That is a hell of
Oh
a
my
lot of
goodness.
initiation for RRQ.
Yeah, you're right, man. If you think about it, like you have triple Blink Daggers up, and then you have a Faceless Void lead and an IA Ice Blast, which is gonna be global. Oh, arrow? Nah, arrow's fine. Oh, they're gonna be finding one, though. This could be big here. Nice chains, actually, and now, well, one is dead already. Where's the ultimate? They don't even need it. That's a nice core back. Wonderful, and an even better ultimate. AI Ice Blast as well, just to add insult to the injury of QO. Koala was being completely controlled at all this time, but they do have the deep. Yeah, they're just gonna be killing everyone here. And on the backlines, Batrider finishing up the Bane, and once again, it's a familiar team fight. It's a 4-for-0 exchange. Oh my goodness. Those Chronospheres, man, completely out of the world, and the Koala very smart, just waiting and just baiting his time, and I mean, perfect Fiend script, but it wasn't enough.
Indeed. And the thing is, MVP, they don't face Chronospheres like that in Korea. There's no really notable players that like to pick up the Void too much and use them, so I feel like this is certainly something that they're not as used to fighting against, and we're seeing it really do just so much work against MVP. And RRQ, they know how to handle this Void properly. If he wasn't able to land these really good Chronospheres, I can see the fights really kind of going around in the other way. And again, it comes back a lot to some of the initiation from RRQ. They have that Batrider going in, they pick off March before he can do anything. He's essentially useless at this point, 1 in 6. Is forced to rely on his spells, doesn't have any right click available to him. It's really not looking good for MVP. They need to buy time. I guess at least 4F has 2 Battle Furies. That's something positive, but beyond that, it's still a very, very tough situation for him.
Yeah, definitely, and this all comes back down to RQ just not getting in this sort of situation when there is an opening for a 3-man RP. Because QO, he was trying really damn hard. He was really just... You could see it, like he was trying to find the perfect opening, and in the end it just didn't matter, because you need, at this point in time, you need to have a very good RP. Maybe have an RP up on the Void as well as someone else who's high profile, maybe the Doom before he uses his ultimate. It just didn't work out, and well, also one more thing to note, when we are checking the levels real quick, there's gonna be level 3 ultimates up on the Void already, and then on the Batrider as well as on the Doom very, very soon. And I mean, the Doom is not the most crazy ultimate on level 3, but it's still so damn crazy on the damage side. It is so much, and then we have a Batrider who's literally having no cooldown then. So this could be very big, and we don't have any sort of level 3 ults up yet outside of MP, apart from the Ember Spirit, who's going to be having his very, very soon.
Yeah, it feels like besides 4F, there's not a lot of farm for MVP. I guess Magnus Baby number 2, Mirana still broke as ever, just under 2k gold. I also want to point out that Doom has 3,400 gold saved up. I'm guessing that the Shivas is the next potential pickup for him, and I love that item. That'll be great. Just a little bit more AoE, and the team fights a little more chaos, a little more survivability. So totally down with that. I wonder where this Boo Boo guy went. I guess he'll be back in a few. There he is.
There he is.
Alright.
Welcome back. Alright, yeah. Sorry. Alright, I guess everyone's ready very soon. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be a competitive game without a pause, right? So, 4F is also back. Ready. Wonderful. That's nice. Wait! Oh, noes.
Oh, not yet, man. Not yet.
We are. Alright, let's not get ahead of us. I mean, I guess we need like a 10-minute pause. Uh-oh. No. Disconnection. Hell no.
4F, where you going, man? He's using this as a tactical bathroom break pause. That's definitely what it is.
Absolutely. I mean, you can just tell. Like, nah, we just joking, guys. I actually had a game in the American qualifiers, like 21-minute pause. It was absolutely crazy. It was not fun. Absolutely not fun. One of the teams, they wrote in all chat, like, we have to change CPUs. And I was like, wait, guys, this is... We are in a match, and then someone was telling us, like, in Portuguese, the CPU is the case. So apparently something was wrong with the case, and we had a 21-minute pause. Yeah, it was nice.
That must have been so much fun to deal with.
Actually, it was. I had Vikramond with me, and we were talking about math the whole freaking time. Chat was having a really damn good time as well. Like, there were some math nerds there, and we were talking about everything, actually. Like, we were talking about probability, mathematics, and a lot of this stuff. That was cool. It was cool.
I have to say that I'm on the opposite side of the spectrum, more of an artsy person, I guess, than a math whiz. So I mean, I can talk about art all day and things of that nature, but I am not good at math. It is definitely one of my weaker subjects back in school.
Yeah, I don't know. I study that stuff. I love it, and we are good, man. That's just absolutely crazy.
All right, back in the thick of things.
Absolutely crazy.
I'm not sure if Earthshaker had his Wind Dagger in the last engagement, but regardless of that, he has it now. So RRQ, if they didn't have enough initiation, they certainly do now, with basically 4 out of the 5 of their members can just jump in at the same location extremely fast. They got AA, they can throw out the ultimate regardless of where he is. It's just looking very, very scary from their end. And they're looking for a pickoff. They have smoke, but MVP smartly, they've backed away. It seems like they have generally good map awareness a lot of the time when these gangs kind of come around the map. But that hasn't stopped them from getting picked off occasionally.
Yeah, definitely, and well, March is doing a good job. I just want to give it to him right now, and we are giving him a lot of shit early on, but considering how poorly this challenge went, and he didn't have any sort of levels, and he's still not high at all, but he's going to be breaking level 12 soon, and right afterwards, he's going to be leveling up way faster anyway, so it's going to be alright. And they really need him in order to be a big news in those fights, because currently you can't just ignore him. It is essentially a walk-in Arrow and Starstorm and maybe Moonlight Shadows, but I mean, come on. Just have some dust ready to go. And speaking of dust, yeah, sure. I mean, Boo Boo's got some dust experience, and there is also a gem up on the Bad Weather, so no one cares about the Mirana right now. No one. Literally no one.
Yeah, she's...
And X is done.
Quite useless, unfortunately. So yeah, that's right. There's that Agnum Scepter. So the team fights for RRQ, they pretty much... They're like almost set for the entire game, I feel, item-wise. Oh, and look at this, though. Doom picks up a Haven's Halberd instead.
I like this a lot, actually.
Okay. Yeah, it actually works out. If they get it on the Ember Spirit, he's the only real damage dealer of MVP. So they take him out of the equation, and, well, what do you do on MVP's end? You just have no damage.
Yeah, and it's essentially like a silence. I mean, if he can't slay, I don't think you do any sort of crazy damage when you use Slayer Fist. When you're disarmed, I'm not sure if you can even use it, but this is something we're gonna find out very soon, I guess. And also the evasion is gonna be huge. If the Ember Spirit is gonna slay you and you're gonna evade if you're gonna dodge the hit, it's not gonna be splashing. And that's really damn big because it stops so much damage. And those splashes are really what they bank on. And if you have one of those guys in the RP where you just don't splash, suddenly your damage is not there, and I like it a lot. This utility Doom is pretty damn amazing so far from Don 1.
Yeah, he's definitely doing work. And he can still get like a Shiva's later on if he wants, or go crazy, get an Agnum Scepter even if he wants to go down that path. I don't know if that'll happen, but
yeah. I mean Shiva's... I want to say, like, usually we see a lot of, like, Shivas being picked up super early on, but what is their damage? It's only magical right now. I mean, Ember Spirit, yeah, this is physical, and that's it. Oh, but maybe we're gonna see some initiation right here, and maybe MVP for once can fight with a full team.
Possibly. The Mjolnir just finished on Faceless Void, so I want to point that out. He is really starting to get online as far as damage goes, and that plus the Berserk from the Master of Madness, they say, okay, you know what, let's go into the Roshan bit and go ahead and take him down, and they got a lot of DPS. I think they'll be able to kill him. MVP, they don't even realize what's going on.
Oh, they just smoked. Yeah, you're right. They have no idea this is going to be going in. Now they're going to be seeing some sort of bad weather here. Shenanigans are up. They know what's up. Now they're going to be just very hectic in order to just stop this Roshan because they know it's going to be a big one. Now, oh my goodness, what an initiation. It's a 2-kill deficit already. And everyone is just going to be heading out. And they're going to lick their wounds here. Nothing to be done. This Roche is absolutely RQs. No buybacks, it looks like. Or they just don't want to spend it. And yeah, sure enough. This is the opening they needed. Archeon, they just gonna be running away the whole game if they got an Aegis here.
Yeah, MVP have already given up. We see March in the bottom lane, getting a little bit of farm while he can, but tough to teleport out of him quite soon. And as we do that, we see mid lane, QO. He's caught, he gets doomed, stunned, and then he falls. It's not looking good at all for MVP. I'm not sure if they can really crawl their way back into this game. They don't have a lot of split push. They do eventually have to face RRQs head on. 4F, while he's somewhat farmed, it's just not enough.
Yeah, this is uncharacteristic of Kyo. In the last game, he was getting killed, but this is not because he was getting kind of caught out. This is just because RQ had the perfect openings. Once again, perfect openings. This time up onto Forever. What a nice vision. Also think that the Kyo, maybe they can find more. Oh yeah, they should do. Expanding the lesser, and they just don't care. They want to get those kills going here. And that's a nice Fiend script up onto Boo Boo, but immediate Flame Break, canceling this one out. And suddenly Hell breaks loose. They're not done yet. They're diving here force Forever. Nice surface, but in the end, it just doesn't work. They're all way too tanky, and now Mars is coming in, but what can you do? He's got no... I mean, he used this combination, and that's it. Yeah, everyone's gonna get out. They still have the Aegis.
They have the Aegis. MVP, though, they defend their tier 3 at least, but they had the buyback on the Ember Spirit as well, so still... Definitely a big victory for RRQ.
Yeah,
the only saving grace is that they didn't lose that 2 tower, and it's still relatively healthy.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, such a buyback this early on, it hurts so much, and especially on the Ember Spirit, he really relies on getting those items up, and oh man, I mean, Empower is nice. It's essentially a free item. It's even better at this point, but I don't know, it just hurts so much, and at the same time, March, is he really going for Manta style? I hope he doesn't.
Lincoln Sphere, maybe?
Yeah, maybe it's Lincoln. Just put it on the Ember.
That would make sense considering the stun from Ember Spirit and Lasso. Yeah, Lincoln Sphere actually would be a really nice pickup from them.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I can get behind Lincolns. I just don't like Manta style here in this situation.
Yeah. Oh, Batrider's done so good this game. He's 8-3. He has a scythe. He's got the sheep stick, man. That's insane.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, speaking of being farmed, I mean, wow. And the thing is, you don't even go BKB in this sort of lineup here. There's a nice path, and yeah, that's nice, but apart from this, not too much which actually can kill you. Everything which can kill you is not really magical, it's all superior. It all goes through BKB. And that hurts, And also there is some sort of defensive ultimate being used by the Jakiro. That's a nice idea of just clearing down the wave, so no backer protection. No, it actually is disabled, alright. Yeah, there is a new wave coming in right here, right now, and oh my goodness.
Look at that DPS, but they get the grab onto Borev. He's now caught inside the chronosphere. Look at that, no! QO! He gets an amazing reverse polarity skewer as well. We'll see if they can pick off Cole. He's low on health, and the Aegis is popped. March very low on health, leaps away. Wants to go home, lick her wounds. And no, they weren't able to get him with the fissure. So, well, I think they're all able to chase away the rest of RRQ. Earthshaker, he's out of the fissure. Boo Boo actually, he throws down the Heal Scepter, but he's kind of in a weird spot. Okay, well, Cole is coming in though, he'll finish the job. He's 8-0 now. And 4 of MVP's members are dead. I think there was a buyback on Mirana. I think it's basically curtains for MVP. I don't see them coming back in this situation.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, you do have the buybacks, but who cares at this point? They were just diving out, and Fox given absolutely zero. And now it's another try here. That's a nice 4 stuff. Oh, actually, this was some sort of defensive 4 stuff here.
Oh no.
Oh, maybe he can do something. Uh-oh.
Bye,
no, maybe not. Yeah, this is it. Like, this is a godlike streak. A game is hard, boys. Game is really damn hard. And oh my goodness! Two-shotting up the Bane, and he's got high armor anyways, usually. Now Ryzen as well. This is it, boys. This is all there is to it. MVP, after an excellent performance in the first game. Now, well, the second one before here to RRQ. Yeah, Ryzen is not for long for this role either. And yeah, crazy game so far. We are 34 for 12, so on the kill side, it's completely lopsided. At the same time, RRQ didn't farm too well. They really went for those kills. And MVP, once again, we're doing an excellent job trying to farm, but it just didn't work out. And now, well, Squid is trying to go for the crits, but can he really get it up before there's going to be a next team fight? Because I don't see this happening.
Maybe he can get the Chrysalis at least. That's probably what he's hoping to get. He's not too far away from that, which would be really nice, but still, it's just, it's not good. And MVP, I think a lot of it really comes down to that failed tri-lane. They needed to shut down the Faceless Void in the early stages, and it failed. It didn't work. The tri-lane was not strong enough. And with that, I mean, we got the Void, he got farmed up, he just got kill after kill after kill. The guy's 9-0-17. He's working into a butterfly, already has the Mjolnir, and he's gonna kill Arch once again. I think this is like the third death in a row. Under the Chronosphere.
The taxis, man.
Casual TP away. Yeah. And there's your butterfly.
Cool boys don't look like explosions. That's just how it works. And yeah, he just buys that butterfly. He's just that freaking farm, this guy. And there is one more slot, and then you can just be like, hey, I'm 6 slot, and we are not even, I don't know, it's up 50 minutes in. Because currently they're just rolling MVP. There is still a bit of hope left on the MVP side. With the Crystallis, that's a nice start, that's a good one. They need to have more though, they really need the Daedalus, I think. Yeah, with the Daedalus, if they can get it up somehow, some way before the next fight, I think they do have a chance, but so far it's very slim. It's very, very crazy if they can make a comeback here.
And also, let's not forget that the next engagement, Faceless Void should have a buyback available. Unless they want to fight right now, he won't. But still, oh, look at that, going forward from the Bat Rider. And it's juked very, very narrowly by Fire Remnant. It's still just really, really tough situation for Phoenix. Arrow's going to connect actually on Doom, but he throws out Sleight of Fist Chains. I mean, it's a lot of damage, but still, I mean, we're talking about a Doom here. He's got 2,500 health. He is tanky.
Yeah, and he can just pop Scorch Earth, and then he's gonna be back up to full very, very soon. And they're even using the Urn Charge, which means they wanna go. Otherwise, he would have just popped your Scorch Earth, it looks like. And oh, that's a Centaur. Now he's got everything he kind of wants. He's got his Halberd, he's got his Doom. He can essentially disable like 2 or 3 people like in those fights for literally ever. And still, everyone's just waiting their time. RRQ, they know what's on the line here. Playing for $5 million? That's not easy at all.
No, it's not. They're handling this very carefully because still, the high ground advantage, having an Ember Spirit that can Sleight of Fist, those are the things we're concerned about. Oh, okay.
Uh-oh, that's a Doom here.
And he comes to the arrow hits, though. It's a pretty solid arrow, and they'll be chained up as well behind this, but still, look at the chase all the way into the well. There's your Chronosphere. It only hits, okay, it hits Heat and actually some of the RRQ allies. March comes in now, trying to do a little bit of burst damage. It's not really enough. Nice 3-man Fissure, and he gets the Echo Slam as well behind it. So that's 2 dead on MVP. They've taken down the Ember Spirit, the one most important player to take down. Only Ancient Apparition alive. Now there's a Lapso onto QO, but stuck in the Ice Bath. Skewering near the tower. Nefar may actually, yeah, he's down. And out for the count. The Gym as well, removed from the Earthshaker. So, interesting team fight. And RRQ are diving a little bit too far. Oh my. Okay.
Oh my goodness, Whiplash, you're very nice here. I mean, this is getting into 3-2 territory here from RRQ. If this is not throwing, I don't know. So like, everyone, there was an Ice Blast in the fountain. There was a Chronosphere on the Soul Bane right here. And I have no idea why RRQ did this sort of shenanigans. It was just completely unnecessary.
They want to give MVP a sliver of hope.
Okay, so it's psychological warfare here, right? So this is why they did it. And yeah, sure enough, Lincoln Sphere's up, so...
Hey, Lincoln Sphere!
That helps.
Yeah,
that helps.
A little bit, a little bit. But still,
Yeah, taking baby steps.
another gem will be purchased by the Earthshaker. And it was lost in the last fight, so I'm not sure who's holding on that gem. I think, okay, Jiguro has the gem, so that will be handled by Rise. And yeah, I guess that was definitely 3-2-2-ish. Very, very weird. We'll have a smoke from MVP as well as Moonlight Shadow. Roshan's back and alive. If there's a chance for MVP, this
Arrow.
could be it. The arrow will go out. It connects with one of the illusions. And Ember Spirit throwing out a few chains, but still, look at that Faceless Void. He just does not care. And oh, Heenan actually, oh, it's on the illusion. No! No, Heenan will get hit by the fissure as well. Cola, oh, the fissure working against him. Forced out the way the arrow comes out. Will it happen? Meanwhile, Doom onto 4. He's forced to back up for the time being. A lot of MVP. They're forced to just back off. The rest of our RRQ, they're nearby. They're very tanky. And, oh, there's the Chronosphere. It hits Rise. And down he falls. MP March actually leaps, I think, inside. Gets forced out inside the Chronosphere, so he will fall as well. Magnus now looks to be the next target. There's also a lasso on the forehead, and I think this is just it for MVP. QO, BKB running away into the well. They just killed off yet a member of MVP, the Bane. And there it is. GG, good game. That's going to be it. MVP had a decent showing, but RRQ, that Faceless Void was just way, way too big, way, way too unstoppable with his Chronospheres in the early stages.
It was a crazy game. It was RRQ just orchestrating a perfect game from start to finish. It wasn't crazy lopsided, but at the same time RRQ, they never just really let MVP back in the game. So that was a pretty damn good one, and thankfully it wasn't as long as the first one. So you might as well catch up on schedule, which is the next game very soon, I guess. Any last words here for this game?
Just RRQ, the Faceless Void definitely was amazing from them. They had so much good initiation, and yeah, they outplayed MVP. I think that Phoenix still had a lineup to win,